In the mystical Pixie Hollow where magic and nature intertwined, lived a small young fairy named Tinker Bell. Her glowing transparent wings, golden blonde hair tied in a high bun, and her sparkling short green dress shaped like leaves made her a beautiful sight to behold. She loved her home with all her heart, especially the nearby enchanted forest filled with colorful flowers and sparkling lights. One day while tending to her flower garden, Tink overheard some whispering. "Have you heard the tale of the magical melody?" they asked. "Deep within the enchanted forest lies a hidden spring. And if its melody is played upon a flower, it will come back to life and bear fruit." Tink was intrigued and set out to find this magical melody. She wanted to restore the forest's former glory and bring back the flowers she loved so dearly. As she journeyed through the forest, she encountered her best friends, the fairies of music, Sylvia and Blue. Sylvia was an elegant fairy with long wavy brown hair adorned with a purple flower. She wore a beautiful flowing purple dress decorated with golden musical notes and had white glowing violet wings. Blue, the talking bird, was a cute little bluebird with light blue feathers, fast wings and big shiny eyes. He was always cheerful and playful. Together, the three friends searched for the magical melody. They flew over babbling brooks, under the shade of tall trees and through fields of tall grass. Finally, they reached a clearing where a huge oak tree stood in the center. According to legend, this was the tree that guarded the entrance to the spring, but guarding the tree was a terrible monster, the evil Shadow Wind. The Shadow Wind was a dark, stormy spirit that spread darkness and fear wherever he went. He tried to hide the magical melody from the fairies so that he could keep the forest under his control. His swirling black storm cloud body made him look like a gigantic tornado, and his glowing red eyes pierced through the darkness like two bright stars. "Who goes there?" he roared in a voice like thunder. "It's me, Tinker Bell," said Tink bravely. "And my friends and I are here to find the magical melody." "Ha ha," laughed the Shadow Wind. "So you seek the magical melody, do you? Well, you'll never find it, for I am its guardian, and I will not let you pass." With that, he unleashed a torrent of dark magic at the fairies, but Sylvia quickly stepped in front of them. Raising her hands to form a shield of music, the magical melody flowed through her, transforming into a powerful force field that protected them from the Shadow Wind's attack. "You underestimate the power of music," Sylvia said, her voice ringing with confidence. "It can be a source of great strength and courage." The Shadow Wind snarled, his eyes blazing with anger. He lunged at the fairies, but they were too quick for him. Tink zipped around him, confusing him with her quick movements. Meanwhile, Blue flew in close and pecked at his face, making him even angrier. Sylvia used this opportunity to fire a blast of music magic at him, knocking him back. "You cannot defeat me," the Shadow Wind yelled. "I am too powerful. You and your stupid little magic will never win." With a wave of his hand, he created a wall of darkness to block their path. But the fairies were not deterred. Tinker Bell took off her magic compact and sprinkled some pixie dust over the wall. The dust reacted with the darkness, creating a blinding flash of light that weakened the Shadow Wind's hold over the forest. As his power waned, more and more flowers began to bloom, bringing back the vibrant colors and sweet scents of spring. Enraged by their defiance, the Shadow Wind attacked again, this time with full force. He whipped up a powerful windstorm, trying to blow the fairies away. But Sylvia had an idea. She closed her eyes, raised her hands and started to sing. Her voice soared through the forest, carrying a powerful melody that countered the Shadow Wind's attacks. As she sang, the other fairies and animals joined in, their voices blending together to form a beautiful harmony. The music grew louder and more powerful until it reached a crescendo. At that moment, Sylvia opened her eyes and unleashed a brilliant beam of light that struck the Shadow Wind full on. The impact was so strong that it shattered his dark magic, releasing the trapped souls of the forest animals. As the last of the Shadow Wind's magic dissipated, a small bird landed on Sylvia's shoulder. It was the first sign that the forest was truly saved. With the threat of the Shadow Wind finally defeated, Tinker Bell and her friends raced to the giant oak tree. There, nestled among its roots, was a small opening that led to the magical spring. As they approached, The sound of rushing water filled the air and soon they saw it. A beautiful crystal-clear pool surrounded by lush green grass and blooming flowers. But there was no sign of the magical melody. Just when they thought all hope was lost, Blue, the talking bird, noticed something. Perched on the edge of the pool was a single white flower, and as it swayed gently in the breeze, they could hear the faintest strains of music. Carefully, Tinker Bell approached the flower and dipped her magic compact into the pool. As she did, the magical melody surged through her, filling her with a sense of wonder and excitement. She could feel its power coursing through her veins, giving her the strength and courage to face any challenge. With the magical melody now inside her, Tinker Bell knew exactly what to do. She flew back to her garden and sprinkled some pixie dust over the flowers. As the dust settled, the flowers began to stir. At first, it was just a slight movement, but soon they were dancing in the breeze, swaying and bobbing their heads as if celebrating the return of the magical melody. The sight was so beautiful that Tinker Bell and her friends couldn't help but smile. They had brought the forest back to life and saved their home. From that day on, Tinker Bell and her friends continued to use the magical melody to protect the forest and its inhabitants. They knew that as long as they had each other and the power of music, they could overcome any obstacle and bring light back into the darkness.